How are those hands, Jen?
They're thawing.
Huh?
They're thawing.
Thawing?
Yeah.
It's a pretty cold ride through the mountains, huh?
Yep. I am a meat popsicle.
Do you want to get some hippo hands?
Yeah.
They work.
Oh man.
Well, the good news is that's it. It's just going to get warmer from this point on. So that's something to look forward to. It's early morning, mid-February. We're heading out to Gold Butte today. We're just going for a nice cruise for some scenery, and I think that's the worst part of it.
Yeah, we're going to keep the bikes on two wheels today.
We're going to keep the bikes on two wheels today. So we just had a pretty chilly ride through the Beaver Dam Mountains, and I think Jen's probably going to be getting a pair of hippo hands pretty soon, huh?
I think so.
They definitely work. So there you have it. Anyway, folks, like I said, we're gonna have a nice cruise today, check out some scenery, enjoy the ride, and that's it. That's pretty much it for you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're taking the back roads to Gold Butte. We're not going to get on the interstate, so we're looking for easy riding, baby. Checking out the scenery, cruising, enjoying the ride, all that good stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. So join us for the ride. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. We're going to warm up for a second, and then we're moving. Chilly ride indeed, but it's only going to get warmer from this point on, so that's good. If you're not familiar with the area, we are heading from Utah, southwestern Utah, into Nevada. Currently we are in Beaver Dam, Arizona, moving to Mesquite. We're not going to take the interstate. We're going to take a secondary road. We're currently on 91, then we'll move. Once we get to Mesquite, we're going to get on what is it, Riverside Road or Highway 170, and that'll take us all the way out to Gold Butte, so we can stay off the interstate and enjoy the secondary road. Gold Butte is a national monument in the state of Nevada. It's kind of like our winter playground. We don't go there in the summertime, it's just too hot. But in the wintertime, it's a fantastic place to go get lost in, whether you're on motorcycles, vehicle, you know, trucks, whatever, you know. Go camping, hiking, it's just excellent area, lots to do out there. Cool rock features, beautiful views, you got it out there. Desert, mountains. What can you say? You know, it's just a good time out there.
So we're just kind of paralleling I-15 today as we make our way into Mesquite. I absolutely love this ride. It's very scenic, way less traffic than taking I-15, so much more enjoyable for me.
All right, we've made it to Mesquite. We stopped for just a second. I want to make sure Jen was okay. Her hands weren't too bad, but she's all good now, so good to go. So now we're going to cut through Mesquite here and get on, I think it's Highway 170, Riverside Road. That'll take us all the way out to the road we need to get to Gold Butte. So far so good. I'm not sure of our exact mileage today. I think we might top off on gas before we get out of town, just to be sure. I think our range is good, but it doesn't hurt to be safe. So we'll just top off right over there. It's no big deal. All right, gassed up. Ready to ride.
We are headed out to Gold Butte. I think the road, let's see, it's west on 170. That's right. And we've got, ooh, I don't know how many miles. That sign didn't have Gold Butte on it, so who knows. But it has warmed up, so I am not freezing anymore. The ride is getting more and more pleasant all the time.
Dang, we're already here, man. Wow, that went by quick. So this is the road to Gold Butte. Boom. Gold Butte National Monument, 12 miles. There's the evidence right there. How are your hands?
They're fine.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a nice ride.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Much better than the interstate.
Yeah.
Nice rolling hills.
It didn't take us as long to get out here either.
No, we shot right out here, man. That was great. So here we are. Just a few more miles, we'll be in National Monument.
Yep.
The wind doesn't seem too bad right here. It's a little breezy out there, though.
Yeah, it caught me for a second.
Yeah, huh. I think the wind might howl today.
I mean,
It's that time of year.
the temperature's supposed to drop like 20 degrees by tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a winter storm coming in tonight, so that's why we're riding out here today. Well, all right, well, I guess we do have plenty of gas.
Yeah.
Man, we're already here. I'm a little surprised. Shall we keep traveling down the road?
Let's do it.
All right, then. So we don't really have any particular destination in mind today. So we're just gonna ride until we are good, and then we'll ride back. There's a lot of opportunity for adventure out here. There's no doubt. Whether you be on a motorcycle, hiking, backpacking, there's just lots to do out here. One of the cool rides that I want to do when it warms up a little more is it's a big loop. So we'll ride in just like we rode just now into Gold Butte, and then at Whitney Pockets we'll turn back east, and it will take us on the dirt. That is, it'll take us all the way back to St. George via the dirt, and that's going to be out on the Arizona Strip. So that is a nice long loop and worthy for an overnight camping trip. So we're going to do that as soon as it warms up a little bit out here. And one thing I will point out at this point about this road is that it can be pretty gnarly as far as potholes. So it's paved for the most part all the way to Whitney Pockets. From there, everything is dirt, but until you get to Whitney Pockets, the pavement is pretty patchy with pretty bad potholes. So it's one thing to keep in mind when you're riding out here.
So you can see the road is it just gets a little bit hit and miss, I should say. But still a totally chill, mellow road for the bikes.
Gravel patch here. Like I said, the road can be somewhat gamey. Intermittent gravel patches, potholes, paved. It's all good fun. Sometimes it's easier just to get off the pavement, as you can see to my right here, and just ride in the dirt because it's so badly potholed.
Yeah, I think the desert is extra spectacular when you can view it with snow-capped mountains in the background. That just adds something extra special. There it is. Yeah, this is really quite a fun little road. The fun comes really in just trying to avoid all the potholes.
Here we go. There's a view. Off to my right there, maybe the camera's not picking it up, but you can see Lake Mead, or what's left of it. I can actually see water right now, so there's still some water out there.
Alright, this is where it starts to get really interesting and cool out here. You can see off to the right here, we've got some really cool rock formations, really cool colors in the rock. Lo and behold, we couldn't keep ourselves to the main drag, so we've taken a little side road. I'm not sure which one to go on. Straight or?
Trying not to drop a bike. It is awesome out here, man. I think you can just ride around this one here. Cool spots to camp for sure. Yeah, we just took a little side venture around this big rocky outcropping here so we could have a look. Pretty dang cool, man. I just had that feeling of freedom wash over me. Freedom today is a windy, low traffic road in the middle of the desert. Gold Butte National Monument. Absolutely beautiful. Same kind of feeling I get anytime we launch the boat at Lake Powell. So those rock formations up ahead, that's going to be the Whitney Pocket area. And from there, I think it's another, I'm not sure, 10 to 15 miles to the actual Gold Butte Townsite, the old town site. Alright, this is it for the pavement. It's all dirt from this point on. And how far is Gold Butte Townsite? 20 miles. 20 miles on the dirt.
Alright, yep, we are off the pavement officially for good until we come back the way we came. But yeah, this road isn't terrible. I mean, you can see there is some larger rocks and whatnot, but there's not anything real steep or anything. We do have a few washes we have to cross that can get a bit sandy, but we should be able to keep the bikes on two wheels today.
So both our bikes are aired to about 18 psi front and back, and that seems to work pretty well for both of us. So we shouldn't have any problems on this road. The bike's being too squirrely, or I don't know if I want to go any lower than that, but I guess we could. My main concern is, if you consider what we're riding in, is getting a pinch flat in this. My tires are pretty knobby. I've got the Dunlop D606s, and Jen's are knobby, but not as much as mine. She's rocking the Shinko 804, 805s, but I think both tires will do well out here.
Man, take in that view. Beautiful out here. We've probably warmed up to, well, maybe 55 degrees. So with all my gear on, I'm really quite comfortable, even on the side of warm at this point. And I was a meat popsicle earlier. Got cold. I read a comment from a subscriber recently asking us if we were retired. How do we have time to have all these adventures? Well, we just are always on the move. We both have full-time jobs, but this is our passion, so we make as much time as we can for it, you know. So hopefully, you know, hopefully someday we will be doing this full time. That is the goal, and we're gonna keep working on it. We're gonna keep finding new adventures, new places to show you, new bikes, new hikes, all of it.
Check out this view once we come down this hill here. This road just goes. It's so cool. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. All right, we're gonna head to the Gold Butte site. The road seems to be in decent enough shape that we can cruise pretty quickly. So getting there shouldn't take much longer. And then we pretty much got to turn around and head back, but time-wise, because we have to be somewhere later this evening. Anyway, I wouldn't always count on the road being in this condition. So we're about to get some weather moving in tonight through tomorrow, and that's all it takes to turn this nicely graded, hard-packed road, ooh, there's some soft sand, into a nightmare. So, you know, you just kind of want to prepare for the worst, I guess. Bring what you need with you. Better to have it and not need it, you know?
Yeah, you know, if this road stays like this, I think we're gonna make it to the Gold Butte Townsite today. We'll have time. We're able to keep our speed up. This road's pretty chill. Got some sandy sections that kind of sneak up on you. The bike's got a little squirrely a couple of times, but other than that, pretty easy riding right now. Oh man, we got real confident on this road here, and then it got real sandy there for a minute. I just about lost the bike. Oh. We just passed a sign saying that Gold Butte Townsite's 13 miles, and so we were like, oh yeah, let's just go for it. And then we get back on this cruddy road that's gonna really slow us down. Bugger.
Okay, we're gonna bear off to the right here. It's 11 miles to the Gold Butte Townsite from this point. Continued off to the left, that'll take us into Arizona. So far so good. Oh, what do we got up here? We're gonna have a nice view when we come up this hill. Oh yeah.
Get a couple little stretches like this that slow us down a bit, but for the most part, I bet we're averaging 30 miles an hour on this road. Sometimes we're hitting 40 and then have to get down to 15 or 20, but yeah, it's been a better road than I remember it being. Yeah, see, I'll be cruising along and then I hit one of these sandy sections like right here. Start going squirrely at about 35 miles an hour, and you're like, oh, it's gonna hurt if I crash. But we're still on two wheels.
It's good riding here, man. I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Play cool around this right here. See Jen coming up down there. Oh yeah, there she is. How's she riding? Awesome. Isn't this great?
Barreling through it.
Yeah, right? Well, that's Gold Butte Peak right over there.
Oh, okay.
So that's where the town site is. So we don't have too much farther, just to zip down this road. So
Yeah,
Might as well just push forward. Okay.
Yeah, the road's a little more interesting now that we're getting closer to the town site. We've just got a couple more miles to go, but having to take it a little slower. That's all right. God, it's gorgeous out here. Absolutely gorgeous.
I don't know, I'm just blown away by the land features out here. It's just very intense, very rugged. Just a fantastic area, but don't underestimate this area either. Because the minute you're not looking, it'll bite you. That's the truth there. Oop, there's some sand. Easy. Oh man, now we're in the Joshua Tree Forest. Awesome. Some big ones out here. All right, we are here. So in this little valley right here, I think at the turn of the 20th century, there were like 2,000 people living out here, mining obviously, but that's pretty impressive. This whole area was just like one giant canvas tent city. Obviously nothing is left of that today, but that's pretty impressive. And there's also, yeah, we're here. Up in the rocks here, there's an old arrastra. And if you don't know what an arrastra is, it's a stone circular thing that's used to crush ore. And there's a very old one back up there in those rocks, and they're under the impression it was made by the Spanish. So that's impressive. That's a long time ago. And we're here. Gold Butte Townsite. This is where it all happened.
I think we have just about arrived at the Gold Butte Townsite. What an awesome ride. Yeah, sign says this way. Here it is. We've got a historical marker. We'll have to go see what that's all about.
Welcome back to Gold Butte, Jen.
Good to be here.
Yeah, we made it. Whew. There you have it. Gold Butte Townsite. I was explaining how like 2,000 people lived out here in a giant tent city.
I'd live out here.
Yeah, I would too. All right, we're not going to spend too much time here. We're going to shove a sandwich down our faces and then we got to roll, eh?
That's right.
Yeah. Got to eat and run, eh, Jen?
Lunch of champions.
Yeah, how was the ride out for you?
It was good. How about you?
Yeah. All right, we're in a bit of a schedule, so we pretty much had to eat and run. So you ready to make that ride back, Jen?
Yeah, ready to ride.
Let's do it. we are back to the main road that's going to take us back to Mesquite and ultimately back into Utah. Jen, what did you think about cruising the Gold Butte?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
This area is so cool. You could be out here for days.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, super fun ride too. A lot of stuff out here for beginners or even like hardcore riding.
Yeah.
Way fun.
Himalayan, no problems?
No, I mean, after I figured out those little sandy sections, I just stood up and gunned it and it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Any final thoughts?
Nope. Just hunker down for the next few days. It's going to be cold and then we'll be out riding again.
That's right. That's right. We're going to come back out here and do an overnight motorcycle camping trip. Because I was mentioning, if you head east, you know, by Whitney Pockets and head east through the Arizona Strip, it'll take you all the way back into St. George, Utah. So that's a cool ride. We'll do that in the very near future. So awesome riding. Hemi KLR, no problems out here. There you have it, folks. Cruising Gold Butte. Yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe out there. We have lots more content on the way. We will see you next time. D-Rock out.
Jen out.
Adios.